story time with Madame Delina. Hello, my radical readers. Madame Delina's delighted to see you. Which animal is the king of the jungle? I'll give you a clue. It roars. Yes, it's a lion. Can you roar like a lion? 1, 2, 3. Roar. But can I tell you a secret, boys and girls? The lion's voice used to be very soft and hoarse. Can you imagine that? Do you know how the lion got its roar? Well, we'll find out in our story today. Are you ready to read with me? Say, of course! Awesome, let's do it. There was a time long, long ago when Lion, king of all the beasts, had a very soft voice. He was not respected by his subjects, and that bothered him very much. When he tried to roar, he made a hoarse little sound that was quite funny. But then again, the other animals had to fear him because of his superior hunting skills. He could move very quietly, biding his time until he was quite close. Then he would pounce on an unsuspecting victim, killing it instantly. The smaller animals were so scared of Lion that they would simply die of fright before he even sank his teeth into their flesh. The fact that he gave no warning sound made hunting very easy for Lion, and his life was very good indeed. He was getting quite fat and lazy. But this was terrible for the other animals. They hated the life they were living. They wished that Lion could at least make a warning sound when he was out hunting. Early one morning, before the sun was up, Buffalo called an urgent meeting near the waterhole. The birds were just beginning to sing their daily greetings to the new day. Many different animals gathered at this special meeting. It was way too early for Lion, king of all the beasts, to attend. The animals kept on coming, all of them, from the smallest to the biggest ones. When Buffalo was satisfied that everyone was there, he stood up and greeted them. "My brothers and sisters, I have called you here because we have a very big problem. We have no choice but to find a solution no later than today." All the animals settled down to listen. "We have a big problem with the way King Lion does his hunting. He does not make a sound when he hunts, and he kills our friends and family members as and when he pleases, with no warning at all. Something must be done about this urgently," said Buffalo, looking very troubled. When someone looks very troubled, they look worried, boys and girls. Can you show me a worried look? "Yes, Buffalo is right," added Baboon. "Soon we will all be dead, including our children. They will not even get a chance to grow into adults." Antelope, zebra, and giraffe all nodded in agreement. Monkey made a suggestion. "I think we must tie a bell around Lion's neck so that we can hear him coming from far away." "That is a great idea indeed. But tell us, who will be brave enough to put that bell around his neck?" asked Wild Pig. Nobody was prepared to go anywhere near the king of beasts. Well, maybe we can trick him somehow. We can tie one end of a rope around his leg and the other end to a very big rock. Then he cannot go far, said Impala. Hold on, Impala, please, interrupted Jackal, very irritated. You know very well that we would have to hold Lion down to tie the rope around his ankle. If anyone is foolish enough to do that, he's as good as dead. There was a big gasp from some of the smaller animals. They knew they would die from fright before Lion even touched them. Nogwaja, the hare, stood up and said, "It is clear to me that there are no more helpful ideas or plans to solve our problem. Please allow me to go out and make Lion roar. I promise I can do this before the sun sets today." The animals were so relieved to hear this. Some of them were tired and hungry as well. "Very well, Nogwaja. Go ahead with your plan. We wish you success," said Buffalo. Now, Nogwaja is a Zulu name for hare or rabbit. It also means victory, success, and determination. Nogwaja the hare has a plan, boys and girls. I wonder what plan that is. Nogwaja walked quickly to Lion's den up in a cave near the mountains. He stood on a rock and called out, "Greetings to you, my great king." "Who is that?" asked Lion. "It is I, Nogwaja, my lord. I am very sorry to bring you such sad news so early in the morning," he continued. "What sad news are you talking about? Do speak up," demanded Lion, trying to make his voice sound deep with authority. "Unfortunately, your brother is very ill. It looks as though he may die very soon. He has just sent me to come and call you immediately," said Nogwaja. "So where is he?" "On the other side of that mountain, my lord. Please allow me to travel with you and show you where he is." The king stood up and followed Nogwaja without wasting any more time. When they had traveled a short distance, Nogwaja complained about how sore his little feet were. He said he needed to rest a little, but Lion would not let him. He complained even more until Lion said, "Very well then, come and climb on my back. We do not have much time." The crafty hare jumped onto Lion's back and they continued their journey. Other animals who saw this could not understand how on earth Nogwaja could do such a thing. Nogwaja simply smiled, waved to them, but cautioned them by putting his finger on his lips that the other animals must keep quiet. They continued, with the Lion unaware of how happy Nogwaja was on his back. After some time had passed, Nogwaja said, "My king, you look very tired indeed. Why don't we rest a while under the shade of that tree over there?" Lion was tired. He was sweating heavily. As soon as he lay his head down, he fell asleep. In no time at all, he was snoring loudly. The trickster Nogwaja had seen a swarm of bees nearby. Nogwaja quickly went to the beehive and stole a few honeycombs. He He ran back and squeezed some honey out onto the lion's ears, his nose, his neck, his paws, and even lifted up Lion's tail and put some honey on his rear end. His rear end is his bum, boys and girls. In the wink of an eye, Nogwaja was running for his life as he saw the angry bees coming to get whoever had stolen their honey. Licking his fingers and smiling from ear to ear, Nogwaja saw the angry bees all over the sleeping lion. Lion jumped up. The bees were stinging him all over his body. Worst of all, on his nose, his ears, not to mention under his tail. And he did not know which way to turn, to run, or how this had happened. He cried out in pain. He called out, jumping up and down, until his voice broke. He began to roar like thunder. His roar could be heard echoing over the mountain cliffs and across the big river. All the other animals heard Lion's roar wherever they were hiding. They knew that Nogwaja had done what he had promised to do with great success. Many thanked Nogwaja and praised him for his clever plan. From that day to the present, Lion's roar puts great fear into anyone who hears it. The end. Or as the Zulu say, Kozi kozi iyaphela. Here I rest my story. Well, now we know how Lion got his mighty roar. Shall we roar one more time together? Make it loud and fierce and bold, boys and girls. 1, 2, 3. Roar! Woo! That gave me quite a fright. Sure. All this roaring has made my throat feel a little bit scratchy. So I'd better go make my favorite strawberry and banana smoothie. I'll see you soon, my roaring radical readers. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye for today. I'll see you next time, so hip, hip, hooray!